Bob, it was a nice night for a run/walk. I actually passed our director Dave on the bridge.
You guys
we did this, yeah.
Like ships in the night, right?
We were,
doing
literally.
Then
I met a server downtown as I was running, and he said,
good.
"Hey, I watch you guys." So
that's nice.
Hi to him. I didn't get his name, but hopefully he's watching.
I did that last week. I should have picked tonight. You know,
it was
it's
a good
nice when
night
it's nice
for
and
that.
cool
Yes,
out there.
makes a big difference.
We have a big change in terms of temperatures coming our way for the weekend. It looks to be a bit warmer. Van Way's webcam showing a pretty cold day out there today. Temperatures only warming into the low 60s after a very cold start this morning, with lows down into the 30s, but a nice sunset, albeit a cold one at that. Well, take me out to the ball game. Norm Schimmel getting this one. Let me get back to that if I can. Here we go. It was a cold night out there as the Orioles at the Ed Smith Stadium taking on, I think, the Phillies. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, there's only 6 more games left at the Ed Smith Stadium for spring training, so get your tickets while you can. As far as the weather headlines read, chilly again tonight, warmer by the afternoon of St. Patrick's Day, and then unbelievable weekend heading our way. Lots of sunshine and temperatures warming up back to almost seasonal averages for that matter. We have some high clouds out in the Gulf of Mexico. Elsewhere, though, things are clear as a result of a large area of high pressure. There is a weak cold front that's going to be heading down into the southeast. That cold front will die out before it reaches us. It'll fade away over North Florida. The winds aren't nearly as brisk as they have been. That's good news for boaters who haven't had much of a chance to get out and do any boating over the past couple of days. And if they have, just in the bays, basically. Winds out of the east-northeast. Throughout the day, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles an hour. The current temperature now 50 degrees at Sarasota, 53 at Bradenton, and 55 now in Venice. And as far as the temperatures go, down to 41 in Jacksonville. Last night at this hour, we were at 37 in Tallahassee. So temperatures are starting to moderate a bit. 67 in Key West and 62 now in Miami. Well, across the area, we do have some 40s. To go way inland, though, Avon Park at 49, 48 in Sebring now, 51 in Northport, 55 degrees in Inglewood and Sarasota, 50 as well as Bradenton. The highs tomorrow, after a chilly start, will warm up into the low 70s, so it should be a very pleasant afternoon with light winds, fair skies, and temperatures back into the 70s. We haven't seen that in a couple of days. Well, cooler weather, not extremely cold over the Great Lakes and throughout the Northeast tonight. There's a weak system moving through Minnesota and Wisconsin, bringing some snow showers there, kind of a rain-snow mix. It has been a warm couple of days out west with record-breaking high temperatures into parts of Arizona as well as into Colorado. For us, this large, sprawling area of high pressure will dominate the weather, and it will bring us some cloudiness along the East Coast. Not much here at all. Lots of sunshine. Here's that front I mentioned. You see it coming down, thin line of clouds and showers on Saturday evening. But then by the time it reaches North Florida, it's pretty much over. So it's not going to bring a big chill here. It's going to stay to our north, and it won't spoil the weekend. Well, with the recent snowstorm, there's a lot of snow on the ground, up to a foot to almost 2 feet of snow in places of Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and down to upstate New York and out west. They're still skiing, despite the fact temperatures 66 degrees right now in Denver and 27 in Toronto. Well, here's the boating forecast. I mentioned a little bit better. East winds at 15 knots. And then subsiding to 5 to 10 knots in the afternoon, a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. And the water temperature is still going down to 67 degrees. Tides upcoming will be the low tide at 10:04 and a high tide coming in at 3:32 tomorrow afternoon. Cold again tonight, clear and chilly, lows in the low to mid 40s. And north winds 5 to 10. And then St. Patrick's Day. Tomorrow looks good. Cool start, mostly sunny, warmer afternoon temperatures right around 72 degrees. And the extended forecast does call for a delightful weekend. The last 2 days of winter ending like it started, warm in the mid 70s. And then we stay warm through the spring.